What's up, family? Back again with another video. I know every time I say these videos, right, I might either drive, which is crazy, right? But I just kind of drop the jewels. Never mind what I'm doing, just pay attention to what I'm saying, okay? All right, let me go in for a moment. I really have a problem about not having economic consequences for those people. I really have a problem with that. It is so one-sided in this country to that it makes me sick to my stomach, man. It makes me sick to my stomach that I don't have an economic consequence. My people don't have an economic consequence for their people. They have all the economic consequences. Before I am talking over my people's head, let me break down what economic consequences is, okay? Owning a power plant, that's an economic consequence. Owning the sewage department, that's an economic consequence. Owning all the tissue businesses, the major lumber company, the drug pharmaceutical company, the toll bridges, the highways. These are economic consequences. All right? Owning all the major food supplies. Owning all the diabetic medications. Owning all the high blood pressure medications. These are economic consequences. Think about it for just a moment. If they just say, you know what? I'm not going to sell your people any more toilet paper. I'm just saying. They just say they do that. We're not going to sell y'all any more toilet paper. We're not going to sell y'all any more diabetes medication. No more high blood pressure medication. Think about it. My people lead in all the areas of bad health, whether it's STDs or high blood pressure or diabetes and dialysis, kidney failure and all this kind of stuff, high blood pressure, anxiety. My people lead in these areas because of post-traumatic slave syndrome for most of it. And then also a little bit of PTSD and past traumas that these people have been through during their childhood histories and certain things of that nature. But let's just say those are economic consequences that they can fall back on and say, you know what? Well, we're gonna just close all the pharmaceutical companies, get the medicine the best way you can. I'm just gonna shut down the internet and shut down the telephone services, create your own. And it takes probably years and years for our people to create stuff like that, because even though we have created stuff like that, it has been forcefully taken and given it to the dominant society. And they say, well, we're only gonna sell this to our people. We don't have any major factories to go to and start computer programs and own all these different Dells and Sonys and Pioneer and Alpine and, you know, and T-Mobiles and AT&Ts and the Home Depots and washers and dryers and stuff. We don't own all these things, man. They can just, those are economic consequences where they can actually use to say, if we don't get what we want, we'll shut this down from you and leave you in a bind. I hate to feel submissive every day. I hate to feel that I'm being submissive every single day. I gotta be submissive. I hate to feel that as a man. And if you think that your money that you make keeps you from being oppressed, man, you as stupid as somebody trying to sell the bank a $3 bill. You stupid for believing that. Think about the so-called millionaires that our people had that didn't mean nothing when they went to court. Didn't mean nothing when they went to trial. Didn't mean nothing when their house got raided. Think about the so-called millionaires that we had. It doesn't mean nothing. You're at the bottom of the totem pole along with somebody working a 9 to 5. I'm just going to be honest with you. You can be all hot and mighty with your flashy jewelry, your flashy cars, your 20-bedroom house, your 10 nightclubs, all your real estates and all apartment buildings you own, your own studio, your business, whatever you got going on, your restaurant chains and all this kind of stuff. But when they want to come get you, who you got protecting you? 5 lawyers? They don't care if it's 10 or 20 lawyers. They'll violate your constitutional rights and lock you up for the rest of your life. They own the courthouses. They own your rights. They own your passports. They tell you if you can and where you can't go. They tell you if you are and if you are not a citizen. They tell you if you can or if you can't vote. They tell you this highway shut down, this highway is open. They tell you what school zone your kids can and can't go to. They set the prices on the market in the stock markets. Those are economic consequences. I just want you guys to think about that for just a moment. I personally just get tired of feeling like I just have to submit every single day. I mean, and I know it's not just me feeling this way. People with a conscience also feel this way. They also feel like they have to just, like, well, I got to get up, go to work again. Well, even if you don't have to go to work and you're sitting at home collecting a disability check or collecting a retirement check or collecting a SIS check or whatever you want to call it, they can still come up with some type of reason to freeze your money, stop it for whatever reason they see fit, and now you in a bind. Think about it. I mean, they have proven to people and done it many times over and over again. They don't keep treaties. They don't keep their words. These people are wicked, man. It ain't gonna be never enough. It's not gonna never be enough money. It's not gonna never be enough bloodshed. It's not gonna never be enough power. It's not gonna never be enough. This is what you're dealing with on a consistent basis. I'm dead serious in telling you. This is what you're dealing with on a consistent basis. And for my people that think that those people have your back, man, you just, boy, I tell you, like I said, you're stupid than a cartoon character trying to deposit a $3 bill in those people's bank. I'm just telling you now, you're stupid for believing that. They're thinking that those people got your back. Why is it that those people are only, listen to me very good, those people only have your back and show you they love you when you're in the bedroom with them? They only show you they have your back when you're in the bedroom with them. You don't have any of those people, organizations running around trying to liberate your people. Where are all the good of those people building an organization together to liberate and free your people? Where are they? Oh, you know what? We got a good person here, and we got a good person there, and we got a good lady here and a good man there. And notice they have never built a coalition or a unity, those so-called independent good people, to bail your people out of oppression. I'm just telling you, they have never done it, and they never will do it. They have each other back. They have a code. They have a code, something that our people don't have. Think about it for just a moment. Notice that there was this VP person swearing in this other person And when she swore in this other person, the person that she swore in shook her hand. But the spouse of the person that got sworn in looked at her, didn't even want to stand by her. Didn't want to stand by the so-called VP that was swearing in his spouse. Didn't want to stand by her. The person didn't even shake her hand when the hand was extended. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm not touching you. But his spouse, with the courtesy, extended her hand to shake that person's hand. She's in think about it. She's second command, and because I don't deal with the race card and nothing like that. So you're gonna hear those words like them, they, and us, and those. All right. I don't deal with the race card. All right. We're gonna let words come out for themselves and let these words hit people that actually fit. All right. If you wear a size 9 and I give you a size 9, put the shoe on. All right. Shoe fit, wear it. But like I was saying, that there was a certain person that is in top ranking position, that's sworn in another person that's in a much lower ranking position, but still in a position of authority, shook hands, but then their spouse that's not even in any type of political position didn't shake the other person's hand. For we know what reason it was, all right? We know why that person didn't shake that person's hand. But guess what? That person that could be a suspected WS, they are in a position of leadership on a college campus. Go figure. So how many people did you railroad when you graded tests? Or should I say test? I'm sorry, I'm not an English teacher, so forgive me with these words, okay? Again. But another thing, people, we have to understand that just because these people allow you to shoot free throws in a game doesn't mean they want you to win. All right? They send you to the foul line because they didn't want you to win. They want you to go through a challenge of scoring. They want you to go through a challenge of getting more points. And then once you get more points, they call more fouls. They call more faulty calls, just so that you can be set back more and more and more again to keep you from winning. They don't want to see you advance. I'm just thinking about it for just a moment, people. Just look at your condition. Look around you. You don't own any major transportation buildings and transportation trucking companies or transportation ship docks. And come on, man. Look at what you're up against. You don't own no major security department. And I understand that my people are afraid. I understand that. And it's okay to be afraid if you're being afraid for the smart reason. All right? There's a time to be afraid where you be like, man, you know what? I'm not going to go that route because I know I have no win. See, that's called being smart. That's called being wise. All right? Yeah, I'm afraid to lose my life. I'm wise about my decision. I got a whole entire family I gotta support. It ain't just about me, so I can't go out there and do something stupid. That's when you thinking like that. See, now you're making wise decisions. See, the Bible tells us knowledge of evil is not considered wisdom. Knowledge of evil is not considered wisdom. Just because you know that this person is wicked, and that person doing this and that person doing that, and you know that politics are wicked and politics are evil, and if you know all that kind of crap, that doesn't just make you wise, man. The decisions you make makes you wise. You got fools that know the exact same thing as a doctor know. People with doctor's degrees, people that don't have any degrees can be on the same level of knowledge. But that doesn't make them wise. Decisions makes you wise. You can have a doctor's degree and go out there and kill somebody, and they be like, man, that was a very foolish decision. That was a very foolish decision. Oh man, you threw your whole entire license career away for doing this right here to this person when you know you didn't have no business doing that. See, that wasn't a very wise decision. But you had the knowledge, but you just didn't have the wisdom to back up your knowledge. So I just want you guys to understand that there's two different things, all right? But let me get back on topic about my people not having economic consequences, all right? These are things that we have to work as a team to give one another privileges when we can in order to advance. See, if we can give a person a privilege on a house, and when you're selling a house, you say, you know what, I'm gonna bless this person where they're gonna have a very, very low interest rate, so they can pay off their house sooner. I'm gonna bless this person with a loan. I know they can use this money to get in a better position. I believe that, they make enough income, they can pay it back and all this. If not, then, oh well, that falls on their credit, blah, blah, blah. But giving your people a leg up is so important. So important. There are so many people that can't afford to spend $100 on a meal for them and their family. Think about it for a minute. You got families out there that three kids. Mom and dad got 3 kids. 1 teenager, 2 very young kids or whatever, non-teenagers, 10 and 8, let's just say, and 1 is 14. I'm just saying for an example. And dad's working full-time, making $18 to $20 an hour. Mom working part-time because she has to make sure that she gets home in time to take care of the kids because they can't afford to send them to daycare because it's so expensive. So the money they're bringing in is not really a whole lot of money. So they're nickel and diming, but they can't afford to just say, hey, this weekend we're gonna go out and spend $100, $150 on a family at this particular game store or this particular game area. Take this particular vacation where this vacation is gonna cost us $2,000. I gotta pay for 5 plane tickets. 5 plane tickets might cost $2,500. That's their whole income tax. I'm just saying. So when you can bless someone with the leg up, if you're in a position to do so to your own people, then do it because they do this all the time. They're always giving discounts and leg ups. They're always looking out. They're hiring their own. They got a promotion come up. Well, it'll make too much sense to give my daughter or my son the promotion, so I'm going to hire my best friend's daughter, my best friend's son, or I'm going to hire my best friend. You follow what I'm saying? In this position of second in command, or in this position of a supervisor, or this position as a manager, or this position as a team leader. I'm going to put my best friend's daughter or son in that position. I'm going to put my best friend in that position. I can't hire my family member because it's a conflict of interest there, and I don't want to have to go through the blue and red tape about it. But I'm going to make sure I look out for one of my own. I'm just saying, people, this happens on a consistent basis where you have had family members have had their grandfather in law enforcement. Then the grandfather puts the son in law enforcement. And then the son puts his son in law enforcement. And then that son puts his cousin in law enforcement. And then his cousin put his cousin in law enforcement. So they passing down the same attitude over and over and over and over. And then you wonder why there's no change. Same thing with these political positions come around, where these people are hiring wicked uncles, wicked nephews, and getting them voted in positions. Well, I know that me and this guy think alike. We both feel this way about these group of people. So I'm going to try to push and back him up to put him in a position of power. So when decisions are made, we can get our numbers up to win the vote or win the decision. I'm just saying, you have to look and weigh these things out. These are the games these people play. They get in these particular county commissioners positions to train themselves, or they get in these city council positions to train themselves on the back office work of how to convict other people of thinking like they're thinking. These people behavior are very contempt. They are. Their behavior is very contempt. And I try not to go into the Bible a whole lot about these people, of how they are described, because some of my people won't even pick up the Bible and read anyway about their own history in the Bible. Some of them can't even relate. They've been so adopted about this system, you know, and how this system works, and they feel like the system got their back, and the system is going to do this, the system is going to do that, put them on a certain platform. Man, listen, let me tell you about your system. Your system doesn't even exist. It's their system, and you're just in it, along with the rest of us. Right before I close out, I want to say this. Team up with people that want to see other people do better. Team up with people that want to see your people do better. Let me say it that way. Know how to read people. Listen, I've been ganked by my people, and some people say messed over. I've been messed over by my people several times. Many times. Just the other day, I had somebody sell me something that was broke for $200. I didn't know it was broke. I got it home, hooked it up. The darn thing was broke. They knew it was broke before they sold it to me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm calling the person. They didn't block my number, so I have no clue to get back in with the person. I don't know how to get back in touch with them. They didn't block my number. I don't know where they live at. So I met them in public to purchase something for them. And I said, man, that's one of our people. And they got over on me. Stole $200 from me. Or should I say they deceived me of $200, you know, and sold me something that they knew that wasn't, you know, it wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? Which is selling for people false hope. But that was my people that did that. You know what I'm saying? That was one of mine. And I was very disturbed about it. And my wife said, what would you do if you come across this guy again? I said, oh, he got to take an L. He got to take an L. I said, he got to take an L. I done lost one. I can't lose another. He got to take the L on the next one. So, and I said to myself, I said, man, I got to get out of that mind frame of thinking. You know what? What if I came across this guy at a gas station or at the mall, had some words with this man, he get rowdy. I'm already rowdy about getting ripped off. He get rowdy. And then his position of wickedness, he pulls out a gun, shoot and kill me. Now my family is absent without a leader. You see what I'm saying? Now my family is absent without, but now he's in the wrong, but my family is absent without a leader. You know what I'm saying? So I say to myself, I say, you know what? That man needed them $200 just as bad as I needed the product. Or should I say, just as bad as I wanted the product. I didn't do my homework. You know what I'm saying? And I got ripped off. So I paid $200 for a lesson. I paid $200 for a lesson. So, and I said, you know what? That lesson right there, I learned that very well. The next one I'll get an A in them. I'll get an A+, because I passed the next test. You follow what I'm saying? That won't happen no more. That lesson cost me $200. Now I'm a straight A student in that lesson. I won't fail that no more. I can tell you plenty of lessons that I had that I won't fail no more. I learned them lessons. They were very expensive and I had to pay for them. Not only just money lessons, but other lessons I also had to pay for too. So I took that and I swallowed that. And I say, you know what? Man, I ain't finna go to jail behind no $200. I ain't finna go out and get no felony behind no $200. I ain't finna go out and catch no first degree assault, shoot somebody in the leg or the arm, or the thigh, or the chest, or whatever, for no $200. I ain't finna do it. I ain't finna crash out. Now I'm stuck in the county, 2 years until my court date come, and then I get sent off for 10, or 5 years, or whatever. Now my family, they without me for the next 5 to 10 years. Wife that moved on, kids that grew up and went to college, moved on with their life. I get out now, I'm trying to rebuild. They ain't studying me. They done moved on. Like, man, you done did all that for $200. You done made that 10 times over again. You get paid every week, man. You go out and cut some grass or do something. Go out and sweep them off the floor. You can make them $200 back. Do something. I mean, come on. Now that's thinking. I try to tell my people, man, listen, we do have a few people on our team that suck. We do have a few people on our team that aren't up to no good. They've been trained to think like the opposing team to beat you. They've been trained to think to beat you. They've been trained to think to get over on you. And they on your team. They have been brainwashed to believe that they are on their team. So that when they get the ball, they shooting in the wrong goal. They just want to score a point. They don't care who it hurts. They just want to score a point and be recognized. This is foolish behavior. This is why we have so many young men incarcerated that didn't say, you know what, man, let me just take this loss, man. Let me take this loss. I lost. I'll bounce back and I'll be all right. Shoot, I ain't worried about it. I lost that one. I had to pay for that lesson. I was a little dumb, a little slow, and I got ganked. But no, man, you feel like you got ganked and just, and you ain't take the time to think that this person, if he was in his right mind, he would have never done no crap like that. Me personally, I would never do nobody like that. If I'm in survival mode to where I'm starving, I gotta feed my family, and they starving, or we gonna eat. By any means necessary now. I ain't gonna let nobody die of starvation in my family. You know what I'm saying? By any means necessary, I got to go out and get it. Please don't have a garden next door. You follow what I'm saying? Cause we coming over the fence. We coming over the fence. Your German Shepherd in the backyard can't save you. You follow what I'm saying? The electric fence around the crops. Oh, the electric fence coming down. We gotta eat. We gonna have to share. I'm saying if push comes to shove, Because the Most High God children, He gonna make sure that we get fed. He gonna make sure that. You ain't gotta worry about that. But back to what I'm saying, y'all. I want my people to understand their position of where they at and the type of people that they are up against. The type of people you are up against are on the opposing team. And you can look for the good in them all you want. That's up to you. That's your motive. I just have a problem in the back of my mind of not trusting those people on any level. I know how to play the game. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Have a great day. Man, you awesome. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate it. I play the game all the time. Like I said, man, I just hate to be in a position that I have to feel like I'm being submissive every single day. Every single day I gotta be submissive. So I'm gonna start looking out for my people, just like they start looking out for their people. Simple as that. So, like I said, not long ago I got ganked. And I feel like the brother that ganked me needed that money really bad. And he's on the wrong team. He probably don't realize he's on the wrong team. You know what I'm saying? When you know better, you're supposed to do better. That's what I was told and taught. Obviously, the brother didn't get the memo or didn't want to get the memo. So, and it is what it is. My people. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. And remember, there ain't nothing the Most High God will put you through that He can't bring you on out and have a better life in. In order to get something, you have to go through something. And that's a true saying. Sometimes you have to let go what you have in order to receive something that you never had. With that being said, I'm King Willie. Hit the thumbs up button. Doesn't mean you agree with the video. It just says that you appreciate me putting out the content. Please leave a comment if you like. I'm out.